just looking back, when I look back at what we've posted, I think I'm like, dang, that was back in January. Or I'm sorry, back like at the beginning of February and everything, you know what I mean? Like all of that. Just it's a surreal feeling. Maybe I'll get a whoopee cushion and then do the it's all night partying and we getting into and and the joke is on you and then dance.
I wonder if people
No,
know what
that
that's from. If we can flash forward to parts in our life, we're never really going to be living. We're just going to be jumping into scenes that we want to be in and not even recognize you, the person who you are. You know what I mean? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Manitos podcast. I'm Elejayjay, accompanied by my brother now from Toy Story,
yo yo.
and we have made it. The end of Q1, the end of season 1 of Manitos podcast. Huge, I think people are cheering for us. Thank you. Such an accomplishment. Once again, it all started with me saying, brother, let's start a podcast. And my brother said yes. And now we're here. We recorded so many episodes. We released so many episodes. What are your thoughts on this glorious accomplishment?
It feels unreal. Feels so fast that the time went that we recorded all these episodes, and just looking back, when I look back at what we've posted, I think I'm like, dang, that was back in January. Or I'm sorry, back like at the beginning of February and everything, you know what I mean? Like all of that. Just it's a surreal feeling. And then, from what we started talking about to what we're talking about now and where we are overall, it's been a quick, what was it? Technically, what, 12 weeks, right? It's been a quick 12
3 months.
weeks that's been, yeah, 12 weeks that passed. And it's just, yeah, I look forward to the next one. But like right now, just really reflecting, it's one of those things where, you know, it, I don't know, just like, again, the best way to say it, just unreal. Unreal. I feel like it just went by like this.
It's nice because when we're gonna look back, it's almost like a time capsule. Granted, these episodes are pretty long, um, so it's just you know down the line, whenever we stop, if we stop, we can kind of go back and see what our life was in 2026, and see where we were at in that point of our lives. And even just like as we record, into Q2, those that don't know quarter two, right? The year is breaking up into 4 quarters. So looking into quarter two, once we're recording there, we look back where we were in Q1, in January or February, and it's like, wow, we've, you know, that's the stage we were at, and now we're, in this part of our life. So it's definitely something that's pretty cool. It's like taking a picture. It stops in the time, and just the same thing as uploading something to social media. Can never get taken down. I mean, it could, but it's someone's always going to find a way to find something. So
Data. Yeah,
data.
I think you said something too, like something to reflect back on, because the internet's forever, unless you unlist this. But other than that, it is gonna. I didn't think of it like that, but yeah, definitely reflecting back in a due time. Like, let's say when right now I'm 26, you're 24, right? When you're 34, I'm 36.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's in 10 years. So, imagine. Can you imagine us in 10 years having a podcast like this, just like with an actual studio, having it?
We're probably just close your eyes and open. Oh my god, I'm 36 and you're 34 right now. Oh my god, did you feel it?
Yeah, my bones hurt,
This one.
dude. Speaking about that, bro. So in jiu-jitsu today, it was with a different coach. It was like the owner. Um, and normally, like, it's we do warm-ups in the beginning. But knee walks. Do you know what knee walks are?
Yeah.
It's yeah. So you slide on your knees basically, and we normally do that, but towards the end. And today he's like, "All right, line up." Thank you.
Salut.
um,
Okay, I was like, is there one more? Is there one more? I didn't know. Salut.
no, I thought there was, but we're good. Um, and so we normally do knee walks at the end, right? But this time we did them right in the beginning. And man, I was like, holy shit, man! Like I'm old. I'm like moving my knees. I can't go like like normally I can do it right because you're warmed up, but that's just a hard drill to do right off the bat. And then I look to my left and there's like young kids just doing it. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'm only 24, right? But my bones don't work like how they did when they were 14 or when they were 18 or when they were 20. Plus being
And
a
you're good
year
at
out of athletic sports, so
yeah, but you're good at what you're good at is stretching. That's what a lot of people forget that they don't do. Like stretching, doing all the exercises cuz keep in mind look at all the mobility shit that you were doing a year ago that you're not doing right now. So obviously your range of motion, all that stuff, as you already know, right? But that's what's crazy. And then gives you a better perspective on acknowledging consistency, right?
yeah. And you don't have to be an athlete to do mobility, so that kind of puts it in the back of your mind, thinking like, hey, you should always do this no matter what, because it just keeps you moving and grooving, and you're not almost tearing your ACL or MCL doing a knee walk for a sport that you pay to do. So
Mm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So let me ask you. Well, before I ask you, I'm gonna write that question down so I don't forget. But how was your day today?
Uh, Today it was as Monday as it could get. Just my day all around got skewed. I was supposed to originally go out on one thing, but due to something transpiring on another thing, I had to go do that first and tackle that uh, for work. I drove so much. I mean, I drive my personal car when I can, but I drove a lot today. Basically round trip hour, so 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. So
In
like
your
it's just
car?
like it was. Yeah, but like I keep in mind I did that in the morning already, and so then I had to do it again at after work because when I was talking to my higher up, they were the one that informed me that I have to go back out at least try one more time, and I'm just like, okay. And they're like, oh, you thought you were gonna have a chill day, and I'm like, mm-hmm. They're like, maybe another day, and I'm like, great. And then, but no, I'm looking forward to it more so. And honestly, I realized because I was talking to Ma yesterday, and I told her exactly what I was saying, what I'm about to say right now, which was kind of hope the week to go by fast. And she says something about like, Mijo, the week always goes by fast. And I thought it more. I knew what she meant, right? But like today, I was really keeping into factor the time, especially like even right now, even as we're recording this podcast, right? Today specifically because it was told to me yesterday with mom saying that because like the day's already over, and I'm already looking forward to Friday for Saul to come over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's gonna come by quick, and then by the time it's Sunday and he's left already, what like time like going back to the other episode, time is a social construct. What, but that yeah, kind of all over that place with my day, but leading to looking forward to the end of the week. But what about for you? Other than
To
your huesitos.
the to kind of take in to kind of take to kind of mention or to kind of add on to the time going by fast is that it is true because I remember um, I had a thought 2 weeks ago and I'm like, bro, I'm so bored. Just like, what the hell am I doing with my life? And then flash forward 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And all that has happened um, is pretty scary, but it's also pretty cool because if you don't realize like where you're at in life, it can kind of go away from you. So kind of taking a step back and although you do want the time to move on or to go by, you gotta, take a breath and be like, hey, like I have to live right now. And I'm not saying you're not, but
Hmm.
I'm just saying like for me too, that like I thought about it today. I'm like, I can't like I want to flash forward to next week already. but it's like I have to live this week in order for my life to be something, right? Because if we can flash forward to parts in our life, we're never really going to be living. We're just going to be jumping into scenes that we want to be in and not even recognize you, the person you who you are. You know what I mean? Like you jump into 20 years of your life and you take over that person that's 20 years older than you, and it's like, what the hell? Like I don't know what happened. How? Why am I like this? You know what I mean? Now you want to go back in time. So it's like the movie Click.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was gonna say. Like, kind of. Jay, you said something real deep that I'm gonna elaborate on real quick. That I wholeheartedly agree with. Uh, Going into the future, 20 years, taking over that person, that wouldn't be the same person because that person went through those additional 20 years of hardship or what love or heartbreak, whatever, all that success they went through to get there that you did not. And so that is a completely different person, and that's a different kind of. Wow, that's kind of trippy to think about because like then how would that be? If because right now you think, let's say for example, let's put it for real, like in the click, right? He wanted to make partner, and to him, he thought it would be like 1 month, 2 months, max a year. It was 7 years that he starts or whatever the hell it was over 3 4 years. Him skipping into the future, and so like him taking that position, he thought he deserved it at year one or 1 month one. But he's 7 years in, so like, what happened for him to still even be like, you know what, fucking finally, I'm gonna take this job.
And it's also too like it kind of that movie is really good because it kind of thinks about or makes you think about your family because it's like it's not like your job obviously gives you money, keeps food on the table when you get to the point, even when with you being single, um, keeps food on the table and stuff. But like that's not the most important thing. You add your family in. It's like he wanted partners so bad. He not yeah, he neglected paying attention to his kids and his wife, right? And what happened? His kids resented him and his wife left him, right? All because he wanted that so badly. And then when he was skipping and stuff, like he's like, "What happened? Like, why are you acting like this? Like, why'd you divorce me? Why'd you do that?" And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know, and like you have to. I guess you have to go through all those tough and slow moments in time to understand why you became a certain person at the end of the day. Um, but no, anyways, kind of, stepping away from that deep little talk we just had and the deep connection. My day was okay. I did wake up under the weather a little bit. I did wake up. It was for 3 days now. I've been feeling a little sick. Um, so definitely have that like that phlegm and a runny nose and stuff like that. But I'm feeling a little bit better. But it's still a little bit like sneezing wise. Like I'll have sneeze attacks. Um, but yeah, I think it was good. I had my meeting for work went for like an hour, which was good because um, work's been kind of slow. But today it kind of felt like work again. So we were able to talk and figure shit out and have stuff to do. But yeah, other than that, like it's been a good day. It was really cold, but I still walked Bella a little bit. But she only walked to like the mailbox and back. She was pretty cool. She had her little jacket on, but still.
She didn't want to. She didn't want to walk.
It's funny because I know when she doesn't want to walk because what she'll do is stop and look the way she wants to go. And even if I like pull her to go the other way, she'll stand on like her 2 feet and walk towards you or walk backwards while still looking that way. And then the minute you take a step on the direction she wants to go, she'll start walking. So it's a hit or miss.
So
The
she's
last
smoking.
the last couple of times we walked for a while, but today I think it was because of the cold and stuff. Like she walked for like maybe 10. I mean, allocating like all the time she stopped to sniff and stuff. I probably walked for like 15 minutes. Um, but again, that was only to where the mailbox is, so it was only to there and back. Not
Mm-hmm.
our house mailbox, but like the community mailbox. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but no, we don't have that big of a driveway to have a mailbox 15 minutes from us.
Huh.
but but yeah, no, that's what we did, and I've been meaning to do some laundry, but I'm gonna do this after this, I guess. Got no
Yeah, that's
clothes.
me with the dishes. Me with the dishes, dude. I told myself I was gonna cook too to prep, but then I was just like, so
No,
lazy.
sometimes it's like a lazy first day back, and also too, bro. It's the last week of the month, like last full week of the month. So you know, it's
Is it really?
yeah, because I mean next Monday, next Tuesday is the 30th and 31st, and then April 1st on Wednesday, April Fool's Day.
I wonder if I'm gonna
You
get
gonna play any
pranked.
pranks? You're gonna play any pranks?
Uh, no, probably not, cause I don't know what. I probably would get pranked on if anything. Maybe I'll get a whoopee cushion and then do the "It's all night party and we getting into and and the joke is on you" and then dance.
I wonder if people
No,
know where that's from.
I was doing the Kim dance.
The Kim.
You
When
know
it
what I'm
was
talking about?
Ricky Weaver was coming to town.
Yeah.
That-
Oh yes, my jam.
but no, the
That's
song
so
was from
fun.
iCarly. The dance was from Kicking It with You.
And then we got that awesome spinoff where the girl from Lab Rats, what's her real name? Her name was Brie on the show. Kelly, is that her name? Kelly
Uh,
something. I know one's Olivia Holt and
Whatever.
Kelly Bergensen.
Kelly
Bergensen, there it is.
Bergensen.
Kelly. Yeah.
Spelled Kelli.
Do you remember the show Kelly Kelly J
The show
or
or the
Aaron
wrestler?
Stone? I'm sorry, the show Aaron Stone.
Let me see.
You can't find it. Well, you could find it there, but you have to pay to watch.
Yeah, I remember this.
I looked it
I
up the other
remember.
day, and I was remembering. I was like, "What the hell is this? Why does this feel like a fever dream?" And it was a show about a kid that was a gamer that ended up being an agent in high school, and he saved the world from doom.
I don't remember what it's about, but I remember seeing the episodes when we had cable.
That Phil of the Future. Those were good ones.
Um, Speaking about like gamer TV shows, what's the ones? Wow, now I'm blanking on the name with Freddie Wong. Um,
Video Game High School VGHS.
yes, great show.
Insane.
VGHS, great show. I think I watched it like 3 times. Couldn't remember that show, but I think I watched it like 3 times. But that guy's looks familiar because he's in it too. Uh, is he in? This is not the Community guy, right? No, that's Jim
No.
Rash. Yeah, no, but hey, it's good. Good movie. He's in Knocked Up. Knocked Up's a good movie. Have you seen Knocked Up?
With Seth Rogen?
Yeah. I remember there's a scene. She's giving birth, and the guy walks in. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because they pan to the baby coming out, and he's like traumatized. It was pretty funny.
I don't remember that movie that well. I know I watched it, but I do not remember that movie that well clearly. But I know I watched it before.
Yeah, no, good movie. Good movie. Um, I'm still watching The Neighborhood. You should watch it. Oh, we watched it a little bit. Um, it's like a background show, but it's a good movie. DMV you'd like as well. I think so. I told you to
DMV,
watch
what's
it.
that?
It's just basically like a show about DMV people. Like they work in a
Oh,
DMV and obviously a
yeah.
storyline. Um, Typical DMV like stereotypes where it's like they work slow, they don't really care about their job, and they're just there for the benefits. But I don't know if that's um, like a like they have terrible benefits. Like we're really only here for the benefits, or is like the benefits really good? I don't know. But yeah, but
What's
I
it
don't
on?
know, man. CBS, Paramount,
Oh, bet.
dude, that was fun. We have Indian neighbors. They're from the culture, no, culture or religion. I think it's they're
What are you gonna say?
they're Sikh. That's their
I think
religion, right?
that's
Sikh.
let's be culturally aware of what exactly we're even talking about here. Yeah, sick.
Because
The one if my Wi-Fi ever loads.
it's the same thing saying for Catholic. So they're Sikh.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a religion.
Why my computer not working?
So they are Sikh, um, and they have very nice people. Um, Sometimes they are very friendly and very chatty, but they are very nice people. And they had a party for their baby in the family. His name's Jugir. No, Jugar. They call him Jugo. And they had a party, and they I pulled into the driveway because I remember the sister, the one our age. Um,
Yeah.
no, actually, they're both our age. The youngest sister. Um, she's like, "Hi, Jason." I was like, "Hi," and she's like, um, "What time does your mom come home?" I'm like, "Oh, she comes home at 5." And she's like, "Okay, we're having a party for Jugo, and we want you guys to come." And I was just like thinking, I was like, they always say that. She's probably just, you know, just being nice and extending an invite.
Mm-hmm.
But I pulled in the driveway, and I saw the dad. He like sees my car, and he like steps out, and he's like standing behind my car. And I called mom, and I was like, um, I think they have a party and they want to invite us. And then I stepped out, and the father goes, "Party, come, come, party." I go inside the house, and their cousins and their families were very nice. They had some really good food, but I forgot that they don't eat meat, so they're vegetarian. Um, so I was like, bro, this is gonna be some bomb. This is gonna be some really good food, and just I was like, oh, I forgot that they were vegetarian. Food was
Mm-hmm.
still great, but I thought there was gonna be some meat. But no, after that they started dancing and stuff. So pretty cool to be at in their culture for a little bit. But it was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. I Jason sent me a video of them dancing, and then also a video after that of playing our kind of music that we dance to at family parties, and they were dancing to it too, which was pretty cool.
All of them, bro. I didn't even know. Like it wasn't even like the mom. Like it was just like their sisters, like the parents' sisters. So I didn't even know them, right? And the song that we were dancing to was 5 minutes of just stomping your feet. And after 2 minutes, they were tired and they're like, "No, no, no." And I'm like, "Come on, you have to do it." And then everyone was kind of jumping in, so it was pretty cool. Um, and yeah, it was a good time. They had some. It was Jugo's birthday, and they kind of. I didn't notice. I didn't realize this, but when they sing "Happy Birthday," I mean, maybe it's just their family, but when they sing "Happy Birthday," they scream it. They're not just like "Happy Birthday." They're like "Happy Bird." Like I was like, "What's going on?" And then they get like a cake, and like you have to eat it or something. I believe it's part of something because they did that 3 times. So for Jugo, the wife, and the cousin.
Oh, they screamed it 3 times. What kind of cake?
Um, it was like a tres leches, but it wasn't really like condensed milk. It was like really dry. So they
Mm.
said it, and why I say tres leches is because they said it was from a Mexican bakery, and it was like with milk, and we were like, okay, is it tres leches? And he's like, yeah, I think so. That's what I think it is. But I could be wrong. It was just really dry. It wasn't a good tres leches cake.
Hmm. That's always unfortunate. But it was all tres leches, all three of them. They just sang different candles.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it was no, like they didn't blow out the cake. Like they would stand next to them and they would say happy birthday, and then that was it. But I didn't
Did
know. Mom was upset because she didn't know that it was the mom's birthday, Jugo's mom's birthday. that day. So on Saturday, it was Jugar's mom's birthday, and mom's like, I should have brought her flowers, and I'm like, you shouldn't have known. Yeah, how could you have known it was her birthday? You know?
Yeah, that's true. Do they cel? No, they don't celebrate Easter because they're sick.
No, they're not.
Never
They don't.
mind.
So
They're
I
not
don't
eating
know.
meat. Wow.
So we shall see. But that
Mom said she
that
wants a party for them so she can order the food.
she said, no, 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 no. This is what she said. Maybe she told you a different way, but this is what she told me. Now, next time we have a party, we know what to order. Um, but again, they can eat the food. They're vegetarian, so they wouldn't eat the meat. And like we have like rice, we make beans, and we make frijoles, we make lentejas. Like we make a lot of things, so it's like a lot of vegan options. Um, but I guess if she wanted to order like their culture food, then you know she could. But I think she was just talking about samosas.
Yeah, I think so too. She didn't really say the specific kind of food. She just said now she knows. Now we can throw a party to have it order. I was like, so you want a party for your birthday? She said no. I said okay. Pues.
Nah, we shall see.
Well, we should
We
have a
should.
little party for her birthday. We're not going to
I
travel
mean,
this year.
I'm
I say a
thinking.
little.
I'm thinking. We get a little Max on Mars situation over here. Not just Max on Mars plus one, Max on Mars plus three or four. You know what I'm talking about?
For mom's birthday?
I mean, they already met. It's funny
If that
how
means,
invested we are in their relationship.
yeah, of course. If that means I can wear my whistle, let's do it.
Nah, you know,
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
don't think
No, actually,
so.
no, cause no, not the. Oh, never mind. Hold on. You can,
Nah,
yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying.
think we'll clock
No,
it.
never mind. Never mind. Just water. Never mind. Um, it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, if I don't know, when does July 4th? I think it falls on a Friday, so it's gonna come quick, but we shall see.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it'll be a good time.
and invite Jugar.
Yes. Party, come. Party, come, come.
That's it,
But
literally.
on the day of, not no time in advance. Just tell them on the day. Party, come.
Lalo.
I know.
All right, so real quick, what would you say was your favorite part slash episode slash thing slash whatever about season one to kind of put you on the spot here?
Um, I honestly think I like how natural I've noticed that we can just talk, obviously as brothers, even if it's on a topic we're trying to stay on. I think it's interesting to have recorded. Kind of going back on the reflection part in a few years or not. I think seeing how different we have in talents, especially when it comes to you editing, um, and managing to be the anchor, you know. And I think lastly, YouTube Shorts surprising me. I think that's all. That's all my recap for season one. What about you?
YouTube Shorts brain rot app. So you know, every app works differently. But no, I think for me, I think just the consistency and the accountability we have. Um, for consistency part, just getting an episode out every week. Um, I think that has a lot because we both have different schedules. I may be more free than you are, but we still have to find a time. And ideally, we had it set that we were going to record every Saturday, right? But there's times where we couldn't record on a Saturday, but we'd still find times. We wouldn't just skip it. Um, so I definitely like that. Then we're both accountable, and we both want to do it. Um, the natural flow kind of is kind of cool as well because we normally have like a phone meeting about what the episode's going to be about, and we talk for like 45 minutes if like, but we only talk about the podcast for like 10, right? So just the fact
Mhm.
that we can continue talking about other topics and just make it, like you said, like it's not awkward, it's just, it's comfortability. It's just two brothers, and I know we're very fortunate to have a relationship like this because not everyone has a relationship with their brother where they can just talk, about anything. Same thing with our sister, but in terms of the podcast, it's definitely pretty cool. So that got me excited. So for season two, we had the idea. This was the original idea for the podcast, but we felt like we didn't know how to do it. We didn't have enough resources, but we started researching a little bit more, and we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it is. We're gonna do a trial run. But we wanted to record a podcast while playing Fortnite or any game, right? So it's like a kind of like a gameplay. I don't know if you guys watched Jelly or Kwebbelkop growing up, um, or any other not streamers right now, but any other video game streamers. That's what we're trying to go for. But we're not gonna be like talking about the game. Like we're still gonna be talking. We're still having a podcast, having topics to talk about while playing the game, if that makes sense. So, you know, I think it would be pretty cool. But I also think it's like for it'll reach. Have you seen like the memes that said uh, teaching? No, trying to get Gen. What am I? Gen Z, right?
Yeah, we're Gen Z.
Yeah, or like trying to get Gen Z to pay attention, and it's like they're like losing control or losing um what's attention span,
Oh,
and then they
attention.
put like Coco Melon in the back, and then they like look up. It's because it's like a lot of popular videos. There's something on top of the video, and then someone playing a game in the bottom. So
Hmm.
we'll see how that goes, but that's what we kind of want to do, and I think it'll be pretty cool. So
A little bit of Louis Calibre in there, maybe if we do end up doing some GTA gameplays where we're talking about some stuff and doing
if it
that.
comes out,
And
if it comes out.
yeah, and what's it called? And something about Louis Calibre. Oh.
Dude, let's put it out. Let's put it out there. Riverside. Again, I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi, but for the last 4 episodes that we've been recording, Riverside cuts me out, and my voice goes away. So then we have to stop recording and start a new clip and clip them together. So Riverside, if you can fix this problem, or if I'm the problem, let me know. You have been a great app. I don't want to be that person that only does reviews when something bad happens, but fix this problem, please, because it's I have someone who actually does reviews to the when you're going to be to the right of me, um, and he's not nice with his reviews. He's straight up and straightforward. So you know, fix that problem before that person writes a review, please. Or let me know if I'm the problem so I can fix my Wi-Fi.
Jay, I didn't know if you saw, but I was doing the lip thing. That Benji and Bella do. That they do.
Yeah, before they bite
But
and rip off your finger.
yeah, that was so not nice. I wasn't sticking out. Okay. um, you love me or what, fool?
Bro, and he was like
Stop,
laughing.
bro. That was so funny. That was honestly so funny. And I don't know if I think you needed to really be there, Jason, when I'm telling you when I was telling him about this and showing him. He literally was like not hater mode activated, but I could tell he was low key looking at things to pick at, and that was one of the things that I felt like it was funny. So that's how I was just like him doing that or him saying that was really funny to me because he goes, "Stop! You fucking love me or what, fool? What do you want? Stop playing, fool."
He did do it
That
really
was so
well.
funny. Yeah, that
Um,
was funny.
because it's just a common, like, that's what they say. Um, but no, I don't know. It's pretty funny. He did do it really well though.
He's so weird, Andy. Andy, you love
You
me or
said we were
what?
forever. Fool. We said we were
We
forever.
said we was forever.
And he's
Anyway,
like, "Are you my dad?"
that's funny.
Um,
That's
no, I
funny.
was just texting in that dog's group chat. Joe, um, Joe, Joe, Joe Swanson was saying that we may have to get new USA hockey numbers, but I had that question and I emailed that guy and he emailed me back and he said that's okay. That 25-26 is okay. But you know me, I'm one step ahead. I'm like a GM. I acted like the GM the other day, getting everyone's jersey order in. 11 jerseys, bro. You know how much that cost?
How much?
$890.
How much have you gotten? Have you got everyone's?
I just need two people.
Not bad. Yeah, dude.
Let me
Damn.
see.
Wait, so we aren't playing in Rosemont?
No,
Nope,
we're playing
doxed
in.
us. Oh my god.
We're playing in.
Muppa.
Yeah, just missing three people. Scotty, who I sent the screenshot like I told you, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw." Then pay me. Then pay me, fool. You took me to Denny's, bro.
That's
I don't even want
weird,
to play
fool.
here, bro.
It's fucking 4 o'clock. You want me to have some? You want me to have pancakes, fool? It's 4 o'clock. You took me to Denny's, fool. You want me to have pancake? You're so weird, fool. We've been talking to Roblox for 3 months. Why he's so weird?
Roblox.
Yeah, that's what was so funny to me.
Yeah.
Team
No.
name: Sea Dogs.
What was that? Oh, you
Team
don't
name:
want to
Sea
say the name?
Dogs.
You don't want to
No,
say the name?
no.
DAWGS. We had a so when someone can't make it, you get a sub, right? And we got an extra jersey, and guess what the name for the extra jersey is? Like in the back, like their last name.
Last name.
It's Extra Dog.
Ha! That's fine.
Can I get an extra dog? Everybody's gonna be wearing that jersey. But no, should be a good time. Should be coming up. Everyone's gonna get their shit in so we can actually play.
Our
Um,
first is that first Tuesday.
Based on the thing, it says they're gonna start April 6th. So it's the
So that
following.
first
So in
Tuesday.
yeah. But I don't know if that's when our first game will be. Um,
Better be.
why are you itching to play?
No, just so I can at least make the first two.
No, it'll definitely be here when you're in town. But um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see what happens. With that.
Because you never know.
But yeah, bro. But I don't know, man. You excited for season two? You think season one ended on a good note?
Honestly, yeah, I think what needs to happen is that we have to get in our como se dice, not only consistency but our formatting. In my opinion, I guess I should speak for myself better. I gotta let my ADHD kind of more streamlined and keep it focused, right? Um, but no, I'm proud to say that I we went through this, and I think each episode sometimes I feel like I can have low energy, but I think it's simply because I am low energy. So you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with me, fool. If I'm low energy, I'm low energy. It's because I'm tired. All right, that's what it is. It is, you know. But no, I really, really, I do think sometimes too. Like, it depends on the time of day. Right now we're close to the end of the day. I'm ready to crash, but I still can't. I gotta shower. I gotta do all this stuff. So you know what I mean. But what about you?
Good. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that we were able to record everything. Um, it just makes it easier to kind of just do everything else. Um, and the biggest thing is just like, oh, okay, season one out of the way. We did it. We recorded a podcast. We recorded a season of a podcast. Whatever happens in life, say we stop recording without ever saying a final goodbye, like we still recorded a podcast, which was pretty cool. Um, but no, I'm excited. So everyone should be excited for season two. There will be some gameplay. We'll test out the waters. We'll see if it's because we don't want to make it too gameplay focused, but we'll see. We may do one gameplay, one regular, one gameplay. I don't know. We still got to play around with it. But you can expect us back April 22nd.
Damn.
April
In the
22nd.
meantime, in the meantime, you can go back to watch our old episodes.
Yeah, in the meantime, we'll focus on resurfacing podcast clips and everything in terms of like YouTube shorts. Um, but yeah, thank you.
And look forward to guests,
Oh,
possibly.
yeah. I think we wanted to establish something. So, guess. I don't know who the first one will be, but we shall see. I think if we do a guess, we'll have to do like a recording like this because I think it'll be kind of hard doing with the gameplay.
Well, the first person you know who it has to be.
I think so.
Come on, lock in, twin.
Do you have to have tea with her?
Yes, sir, we do. I gotta get tea with her. She has to be the first guest.
Yeah, we
So
shall
we'll
see.
figure out a time with her.
I already know her reaction. Hi, thank you for having me on. It's a
Well,
pleasure.
well.
Pleasure. And then off
We're
camera,
good for
oh,
that.
bro, that was so fun, bro.
Love you, girl. This all love. We're not making fun of you. No get mad, okay? No get mad. No, it's just a joke. We just kidding. What did I say last time? Hold on. What was it? Um, nah, I don't know. Never mind.
Wait till I get my money. Da 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 da. But
Yeah,
to
Scotty.
all, to all our, to all our viewers, to all the new subscribers we've gotten, thank you to T with Lore and Max on Mars who always watch our podcast every week. Thank you so much. This has been it for season one of Manitos podcast, and we cannot wait to see you at season two. I'm Elejayjay, accompanied by my brother Not from Toy Story, and we shall
There you
see
go.
you guys at the next season.
Bye, 13 subscribers.